Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you a few really useful Wildstar add-ons. But before I do that, I'm going to actually show you how to install these add-ons in case you're new to Wildstar or just new to using add-ons in general. So the first way you can do it is download the Curse client off of curse.com and install the add-ons from there. It's really easy. You just got to search for the add-ons and install them straight from the client. This is really the easiest way to do it because if add-ons get updated, you'll know right away and you can just update them. Makes your life a lot easier. Now if you want to go with the other method, if you don't feel like downloading the actual client, what you'll need to do is actually head on over to the Curse website and download the add-ons manually. Then what you need to do if you're using a PC is open up your computer window and type in %appdata%, look for NCSoft, open up Wildstar, open up add-ons, and then simply drag whatever add-on you want to add to your add-on section from the folder into your add-ons. Really easy. You're going to need WinRAR to do this though, so if you want to go with this method, you'll need that program in order to do it. Now I personally don't recommend doing it like this. I recommend actually downloading the Curse client so you can know right away whenever add-ons get updated. Makes your life a lot easier because if you don't do it like that, you're going to have to keep an eye on the website and keep an eye on the add-ons you're using, because if you don't, you might be running around with out-of-date add-ons. Alright, now that we have all the basic stuff out of the way, let's get started. The first add-on we're going to look at is called Amp Finder, and what it does is essentially in the name, it tells you exactly how to get each amp for your specific class, and it tells you exactly where you need to go. Next up we have 8th Quest, and this is probably my favorite leveling add-on. What this does is it leads you straight to your objectives for every one of your quests, and it actually tells you where you can find new quest givers, and you can actually set it up to look for harvest nodes, which is really useful for gathering. Alright, next up we have Classic Quest Dialogue. And essentially what this does is it gives that classic World of Warcraft questing window look. So if you don't like Wildstar's default questing window, I'd recommend getting this add-on. Next up we have Better Quest Log, and this pretty much does kind of the same thing as Classic Quest Dialogue, except instead of modifying the quest dialogue, it modifies your quest log. And again, it gives it that classic WoW look, so if you want to have that World of Warcraft look, I'd recommend picking this one up. Okay, next up we have BG Plates. And what this does is it modifies the nameplates above both you and your targets, and it gives them more of a cleaner look. You're able to monitor both the shield status and the health status on you and your target. So if you want slightly cleaner nameplates, I definitely recommend picking this one up. Next up we have SpaceDash, and this add-on actually has a couple useful features. The first one allows you to modify your inventory size and sort it based on item quality or alphabetical order or whatever. And the second really useful feature, it actually has an auto sell junk option, which means you can modify it to auto sell white or gray items to vendors. Okay, next up we have ProcSide, and pretty much what this does is it lets you know right on the screen whenever you have a proc ability ready. The way Wildstar's set up right now, it doesn't really have a method of showing you whenever you have a proc ability ready, other than having the little glow effect that shows up around the ability when it procs, or having the little icon show up on your portrait, which is useful, but you want to know right away whenever you can use a proc ability without actually having to look at your action bar or your portrait. And this add-on pretty much takes that step out of the equation so you can know right away. And finally, the last add-on we're going to look at is called CheatSimon, and what this does is literally on the name. It automatically does the Simon minigame for you so you don't have to do it. And I have a feeling that this one's going to get patched pretty soon, so you better get it while it still works. And that's pretty much it. Those are all my current add-ons for this game. I'll probably pick up more when I start getting more into PvP. I haven't really looked too much into PvP add-ons yet, but when the time comes, I might do an updated version of this video. So anyway guys, before I sign off here, I want to give you a few practical leveling tips. Number one, you want to put an authenticator on your account, because if you do, you'll automatically get a 2% XP boost for everything you do. Number two, you'll want to make an in-game house, and when you do that, you'll get this billboard at your house that you can go to once every 24 hours, and you can get an XP boost for questing and hunting, PvP, and PvE. It's 10% for PvP, 5% for PvE, and 5% for questing. And what's really interesting about Wildstar, it's actually viable to level through PvP. So say you just wanted to level through PvP, didn't even want to bother with questing or any PvE stuff, you could actually do that. You just grab the 10% XP boost once every 24 hours and you'd be good to go. And finally, whenever you log out, you're going to want to log out at your house, because if you do that, you'll get rested experience, which gives you bonus experience for when you log back in. And that pretty much wraps it up. Expect to see more Wildstar videos from me in the future, guys. The game has a ton of potential. I've been having a lot of fun with it so far. And if you want to add me in game, I am Sensus on the Widow server, so feel free to add me. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.